Are you ready to fully pursue your passion? In this video, I'm gonna give you 9 tips on how to make money producing music.
This is DECAP, and you're now in tune to Future Knock.
My name is DECAP. I've produced everyone from Snoop Dogg, Talib Kweli, Joyner Lucas, and many others. Ever since I started producing, I always just wanted to figure out how to make it my full time because I have so much passion for producing. I hope to pack in all my years of experience in this video so you can watch it and get way ahead of the curve. If this kind of content is helpful to you, definitely hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos like this. Make sure you watch till the end of this video and pay close attention, even take notes, because a lot of this stuff is not covered anywhere else. This is based on my unique experience being a producer, being a sound designer, and making it all work. One thing I want to say before I start, this is all about building your brand. Your brand is your equity. Your brand is what communicates your message and what attracts clients and customers to you. This isn't a quick buck or a quick fix. This is about playing the long game to build a sustainable career in producing music. Tip number 1, streaming revenue. Every song you release, make sure it's on all the major platforms. Nowadays, services like DistroKid make it really easy to distribute your music and get it out there on all the platforms. It's so inexpensive to sign up for something like this that there's really no excuse. And once you sign up, you can release unlimited music to all platforms. When I first started making music, my goal was to get placements with artists. I made music specifically formatted to shop to major artists and that sort of thing. But as a listener, I've always also loved listening to beats and compositions and just music in general, even if it didn't have lyrics. One thing I decided to do was release my beats just with no lyrics on streaming platforms. I didn't put a ton of promotion into it, but Spotify picked up my music and put it on major playlists without me doing anything. So there's always that potential that you'll be featured on major playlists. Make sure you also upload your music to sites like SoundCloud because there's a grassroots following where people will hear and consume your music and share it on those platforms. Also on SoundCloud, there's something called fan gates, where you can leverage free downloads of your music for something like a repost or a follow on Spotify. It's really helpful for growing your audience. Also make sure you upload your music to YouTube because there's an opportunity to get ads put on it and get ad revenue. Also look into collecting money from Content ID. Anytime someone uses your track on a YouTube video, Content ID can track that and pay you every single time that happens. Tip number 2, sync licensing. You can get your music on TV, on film, on trailers, on video games. There's so many opportunities to sync license because all movies have music, all TV has music, all trailers have music. There's an opportunity for you right there. Go on Google and research sync licensing companies so you can find one that you resonate with and then contact them and make your pitch. Tip number 3, selling your sounds. I recently made a video for producers who want to get into sound design, so you can check that out if you want to get started. Nowadays, producers are selling their drum kits, they're selling their loops, sound effects, any sounds that they create that they want to share with the world. This is an opportunity for you to make money. There's a lot of great websites that you can upload your kits to, like Selfie, or you can design your own website and sell your sounds. As you gain more notoriety, you can start working with companies like Splice to get your sounds out there. One thing I want to say is, and this goes with any of these tips, make sure that you're original. Make sure that you're not copying other producers' beats or copying other producers' sounds. There's enough copies out there. Be yourself. Leave a comment below if you agree or disagree that it's important to be authentic in your sound. Make your own melodies and samples. One thing you can do is when you have your own packs of melodies and samples, you can sell them. And another thing a lot of producers are doing is they're collecting royalties from their melodies. So that means if another producer buys their melody pack and uses it, then the producer who makes the melodies, you in this case, would collect publishing from the final track that other producer used your melody on, and you can also get co-production credit. This is something that's happening a lot right now in 2018. A lot of producers are getting placements off making their own melodies and collaborating with bigger name producers, and these tracks are getting in the hands of people they might not have access to. So this is a good opportunity for you to create your own melodies and collaborate with other producers and get placements that way. Tip number 4, get placements. In my experience with the placements I've gotten, most of it has been through word of mouth. If your music is incredible, you're getting out there networking, spreading the word, people will hear about it and opportunities will open up. Just pay attention to these opportunities and stay connected. And like selling sample packs, definitely collab with other producers because that's a way to expand your network because they'll know people you don't know and vice versa. That's a great way to get your stuff way out there. There are a lot of producers who make getting placements their #1 aim, but I honestly think that's a mistake because a lot of them end up compromising their sound and creating what's hot and what's already popular and not focusing on their own authentic creation. I think it's really important to find your sound, and then getting placements will be a natural thing if that's the direction you want to go in. For some producers it works really well, others it doesn't. But I think it's a mistake to try to compete and make music like everything else out there because it just deadens the sound and it doesn't allow you to express your full creative spirit in your music. That's my personal opinion. It's not popular, it might be controversial, but I don't think getting placements is the best approach in 2018 towards making money as a music producer. With that said, getting placements is a huge opportunity and major artists need beats. There's a huge market for it, but don't let it be your #1 goal. There's so many other ways to do it in 2018. So when you get a major placement, you get a producer fee for selling your beat, you get publishing, so make sure you're signed up to DECAP or BMI, and you get sound exchange royalties from non-interactive streaming. I'm gonna go more into this stuff in detail in future videos. Tip number 5, license your tracks to artists. When you're really just starting out, licensing is a really good option because it allows you to get your beats out there with up-and-coming artists, charge a low price, but also maintain the rights to your beats so you can continue to relicense them while giving upcoming artists a platform to get their name out there. I personally think it's a good idea to work with artists that you genuinely like because it can open the door for more opportunities and you're not stuck working with artists that you really don't like working with. Tip number 6, teach your skills. You have all these music production skills, teach it. Do seminars, do online tutorials, any way to get your message out there. Connect with colleges. There's a lot of colleges out there who will pay you to come in and share your expertise once you've established your brand to a certain level. There's always going to be new producers and there's always going to be you to teach them the ropes and help them along the way. Tip number 7, partner with companies. A couple years ago, I partnered with Ableton and I did a live performance on Push. The video got over 250,000 views and it really boosted my brand and I started seeing more money from streaming, started getting more placements, and overall my social media just went through the roof after my collaboration with Ableton. When you're out networking and meeting these companies, be creative. Think about the value you could give. Can you give them your music? Can you do a performance with them? How can you partner with them specifically that will add value to both of you? So another important component of this is get out there and build relationships. Meet these companies, network with them, let them know who you are. Tip number 8, perform live. If you're releasing your music for streaming, even if they're just instrumentals, you're gaining new fans if your music is good. Because you're gaining new fans, these fans want to see you get out there and perform live. I know so many producers who have gotten famous by releasing beats with no vocals on it. These producers have never gotten a major placement but are performing in front of thousands of people every night. There is a huge market as a producer for you to perform your stuff live. Lots of people go to shows. Once you build your brand to a certain level and your music's high quality, you can do festivals and make thousands of dollars a performance. Tip number 9, keep your social media presence strong. Post frequently, post high quality content, make your posts stand out from others. Stay active and connected because this is your bridge to all these other platforms. Your social media is your hub to keep everything connected. I really hope these tips were helpful in how to make money producing music. This is what I personally use to make 6 figures a year, so take these tips and prosper. Be sure to follow me on social media. If these videos were helpful, be sure to subscribe, like, and share it if you think anyone else could benefit from this. I wish you massive success in pursuing your passion. Peace.